Coming up this week on Stripped Down, it's enormous, it's gigantic. It is episode 25 in the history of Stripped Down. It's my birthday, it's crew member Laura Churchman's birthday, and we got Efren Pereira.
It feels so good to be ballooned again by my best friends. Yeah. And I hope this episode never ends. And I'm laughing. Oh, since I've been kissing Mary Jane. Oh, let me tell you. Oh, since I've been kissing Mary Jane.
Coming up this week on Stripped Down, it's enormous, it's gigantic. It is episode 25 in the history of Stripped Down. It's my birthday, it's crew member Laura Churchman's birthday, and we got Efren Pereira.
It feels so good to be ballooned again by my best friends. Yeah. And I hope this episode never ends. And I'm laughing again. Oh, since I've been kissing Mary Jane. Oh, let me tell you. Oh, since I've been kissing Mary Jane.
Tonight on Stripped Down,
Jay Sempko.
Josh Palmer,
What are you doing?
Teresa Sokerka.
Me, Robert Palmer.
Are we still on the air?
You are watching Stripped Down, Saskatchewan's one-hour local music showcase, the show that brings the venue to you in the comfort of your own living room. I'm your host, Curtis Sanders, and we got a huge show for you tonight. It is my birthday. It is Laura Churchman's birthday. It is our 25th episode, and ladies and gentlemen, tonight on Stripped Down, Efren Pereira.
Hello, hello, hello. It's a song called Whiskey Slew. Good morning, how do you do? Well, I'm packing my bags for Whiskey Slew. Might be back before the night is through. But don't wait for me, I won't wait for you. Gone upside down and blue. You don't see my point of view, so let me drink my whiskey slew. I write my will while I write this song, and maybe someday I'll right my wrong. Before the harvest moon, don't miss me, I won't be missing you.
You are watching Stripped Down. Efren Pereria in the Shaw TV studios. We're going to move the chair. Everybody have a seat.
Alrighty.
Let me introduce you to tonight's co-host, Laura Churchman, who has been a staple of Stripped Down since we started way back in, what was it, March 2007? Is that around the time?
I believe so.
You were gone a huge amount of time. You did, what, 3 episodes, and then you were gone. Where'd you go?
To Germany. Yeah, on exchange for 3 months. It was really fun.
It was fun because you still refuse to kind of talk about it. We always ask you stories, and you're like, no, they have to come
well, they
naturally.
have to just come. You
They have
can't
to come
just tell
naturally.
stories. There's so many in 3 months, so
All
you
right.
can't just box it up.
And you're not going to believe this, Laura and I share birthdays. November 13th
Yep.
was a good day.
Yeah, it was.
Very good
Yeah.
day. Throw it over to our guest. How are you doing tonight, sir?
I'm doing great, man. Doing
Are
great.
you excited to be on Stripped Down?
I am. Happy birthday to both of you.
Thank you so much. It's going to be a birthday
Yes.
extravaganza. Stripped Down knows how to do birthdays, so I'm a little more hyper than usual, you might notice. But it's going to be a good night. Thank you so much. You were a last-minute guest. This
am.
episode, some episodes, they come together flawlessly. This episode was a fight. We had guest cancellations and crew cancellations, and at the very last minute, you stepped up. Thank you so much.
My life is last minute. So
Fair enough.
I'm doing well.
What are you doing November 2008? What is your life revolving around right now?
Revolving around opening the first solar-powered studio in Canada. That's what we're doing.
Okay, break that down for us. The first solar-powered studio in Canada, right
That's
here in Saskatoon?
Yeah, right here in Saskatoon.
Okay.
Right by the river. We're a recording studio, basically doing music recording for bands, whatever, commercial voiceovers, whatnot. And then we're going to use solar energy to power the studio for some of the time because it takes a lot.
Yeah,
Obvious.
not a lot of sunlight in the winter months too here in Saskatoon.
Still more than any place in Canada.
Really?
So yeah, according to Environment Canada.
How did this get going? I mean, this is, you just woke up one day and hey, it's sunny out, and the wheel started turning, or
Well, as a matter of fact, it's something like that. I was in the shower, and hit me in the shower,
cover
like a
your ears,
bolt
Laura.
of lightning. And so I thought, okay, well, how do I do this? And I was on employment insurance, and I was able to take a skills training course where I can learn how to write a business plan. And it was a 9-month course, and I wrote the plan starting, actually, it was a year ago today.
What a coincidence.
That's weird. Yeah, so the process was definitely, it had to be in stages. Writing the business plan was the most important thing.
Research.
Research, exactly. Research, knowing where I wanted to do it. Originally, I wanted to build it in Craig, but
Craig, Saskatchewan?
Yeah, Craig, Saskatchewan. So right near the
Why
Eco
Craig?
Village. I thought it was, when we went there, we went to check out the Eco Village and the Eco Center and see what that was all about. They were using geothermal and all these different kinds of alternative energies. And we happened to run into the guy who rents out lots. So we were thinking about buying one of the $1 lots that they had, $1 for an acre. And he ended up taking us up the hill. And lo and behold, there's a body of water like in this one area, and there's a golf course across the way. So I guess Diefenbaker was dammed at that. That's the best dam site in.
Yep, absolutely.
How does it go? The best
dam
town
site, something or other.
by a dam
Yeah.
site. And we thought, this is beautiful. This is overlooking. It's a waterfront property, and he gave us a great deal on the property, on the land, and we still have that land to this day. But the more I researched them, and the more I went through this training that I had to take, I realized it wasn't feasible to do it in Craig. So I thought Saskatoon would be.
We
just
also
as
had to
good a
factor
place.
in all the, majority of the artists would probably be from, this area, or maybe Regina, because Craig's kind of halfway in between.
Exactly. Yeah.
So that would have been a lot of travel on their part.
It would have
Yeah.
been. We would have been right in the middle for sure, with Moose Jaw there too. So 3
Right.
major centers, all there. And Prince Albert leads to every road apparently in Saskatchewan.
But you got a good lot here in Saskatoon, it sounds like.
We did. We got a good spot. It's in the phase 2 of the River Landing, in the Ideas Inc. It's a business incubator, right next to the farmers market. So it's a beautiful place. That it's actually appropriately named Sonnenschein Way. It's German.
Oh,
Sonnenschein. for sunshine.
Sunshine.
That's great.
I was kind of hoping you'd jump in and help me out with that one. I didn't want to look.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't
Was
want to
that too
look
hard for
really
you?
stupid if I got that wrong. People must be loving this. You must be getting tons of positive feedback. I mean, it's green friendly, and you're helping out local artists.
Absolutely.
Two things Saskatoon and the people of Saskatoon absolutely love.
I think it's been we've been getting great reception and great support by everybody, family, friends, media been behind us, and it's been an amazing little ride so far. So.
And you recently, Ann Perry was telling me, you recently had kind of like a kickoff or something, or a big like media thing. No, she out to lunch.
We will.
Ann
actually,
Perry says things sometimes.
We will on Friday.
Okay.
So we're going to have kind of an opening because there's a documentary on the landing on a channel here in this province. Am I allowed to say any other channels? Or
Go for it.
SCN.
SCN. We're
Yeah.
good friends with
Come on.
SCN.
Oh, good.
SCN airs some of our programming.
Well, there you go. Perfect. And it works. Works
Yeah.
well. Well, they've
If
been
you
doing
say something I don't like, I'm just going to beep it out in post-production anyway, so say
There you
whatever
go.
you want.
Okay. Yeah. So SCN is going to do an episode of the landing, and we started shooting a documentary of me writing my business plan. Actually, it was a business plan competition I was a finalist in, and it was kind of our first day of shooting, and then we went from there. And this is the last shot, Friday. So we're opening. It's gonna be fun. There's gonna be wine tasting and cheese and.
So
Good
what's next
times.
for it then? What's the next step?
Next step is marketing this nationally, provincially, locally, wherever we can go. And there's not very many of these studios around the world. There's only a handful. I believe Germany has one, actually.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Everything just.
Germany
Wow, I'm really
loves-
shiny.
They love the solar energy. They love
My
the
shirt is giving off solar
I
energy
have my
tonight.
shoes
It
that
is. I
match,
think you got a
kind
solar
of.
power shirt. I was going to say.
It's good stuff. Awesome. That's a
That's a
fantastic story.
Yeah.
This
it's amazing.
is our 25th episode. I'm switching gears really quick. I can't. Yes.
You're just too excited.
25th episode. You're about 7th because you were gone for so long.
Yeah,
I know.
well,
I'm gonna.
We don't like to talk about
We
that.
don't like to talk
though.
about the dark times. Laura
say I
wasn't
was here every
So we are going to be
time.
taking some look backs throughout this episode. Some of our favorite moments that we ever had here at Strip Down. So look for that a little later. But again, this is a music show. First song, sir. What did you play right off the top?
That was Whiskey Slew.
Whiskey Slew.
Yeah. So
And we'll talk albums, of course, and everything else. But Whiskey Slew is about, was created, came to you.
it came to me when I was living in Waskesiu for a summer, and it just hit me one day. And I happened to have a little hard disk recorder and a microphone in a little camper I lived in for 3-4 months, and recorded that song there. And I thought I'd put it on it'll be on a future album someday. The Beige album.
Beige album, yes. The heavily talked about Beige album on the MySpace and your website itself. But okay, let's jump into song 2. And since we have to move around some furniture, get into the song verbally. Tell me about it as I'm rearranging your stuff, as we're getting ready here.
Okay, the next song is a song that I wrote while I was with Mo Badass. And
You can start getting ready.
so it's kind of have that influence.
Okay, Mo Badass.
My brother Earl. I'm sure you're familiar with Earl.
He's been on the show.
He has been on the show.
And this is
And
called?
This is called Breakdown.
All right, take it away.
Breakdown, breakdown. Why do I always break down and I break down? Why do we always? Now that everything has bloomed, I'm still consumed by the place of my own solitude. There was never enough room for me and you, nor the beautiful truth of breakdown, breakdown. Why do we always break down, break down? Why do we always? We left it at better or for worse, but this verse is cursed with another breakdown, breakdown. After all the leaves have left and I'm down to the end of my last cigarette, the night falls like a blanket on the dusk, so we must sink with the sunset. Breakdown, breakdown. Why do I always break down and I break down? Why do we always break down, break down? Oh, 20th nervous breakdown.
Efren Pereria in the studios tonight. You're watching Strip Down. It is episode 25. It is the birthday episode. It's my birthday. It's Laura Churchman's birthday, and we got lots more Strip Down coming up after our first commercial break, and we are going to play 3 Degrees of Josh Palmer. Oh yeah, that's coming up on Strip Down's 25th episode. More after the break. Jennifer Juba is going to hit you with rapid tornado of questions here.
Oh dear.
Oh, you ready?
Yeah.
You spent 3 days with Gavin Brown.
I did.
Talk about it.
Gavin Brown, producer for Billy Talents and 3 Days Grace. He's a friend of Arms Up. I can tell you that.
Ah.
So you know.
You've made some connections.
I have.
Drop a few more names.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. I know. Name dropping. It's just so annoying. I was telling Jared Leto that when I was interviewing him last year. He hates it too.
Yeah,
Jared Leto
I believe it,
hates
yeah.
the name dropping.
Yeah.
Okay.
Stick around. We got more Strip Down right after this.
Ralco Radio in Saskatoon. 95, Rock 102, and News Talk 650 are proud supporters of Saskatoon's local music scene, including Shaw's Stripped Down. Escape Sports. Longboarding, freeline skating, kiteboarding, extra cycling, sidewalk surfers, Heelys, low-key jackets. Escape Sports, 339 Avenue A South, escapesports.ca.
For many of us, the haunting call of the common loon on a still lake captures the essence of the Canadian wilderness. Most loons mate for life, returning to the same lake year after year. But development, pollution, and human recreation are chasing the loons from their natural habitat, threatening their future. To learn more about the loon and discover how you can help protect Canada's wildlife, visit hww.ca.
Voted best clothing store for 2006-2007, Ultimo Euromoda features high-speed fashion such as Belstaff and J. Lindenberg. Ultimo doesn't follow the trends, they introduce them.
Introducing Wing Street in 7 flavors, from honey barbecue to spicy barbecue to heat seeker, delivered to your door by Pizza Hut. Wing Street, you've been warned.
And we're back. You're watching Strip Down. Can we get a shot of that? Can we get a shot of this masterpiece? Tessa Hinz's birthday here.
Yeah, that's my cake.
That is a Strip Down cake. It is Double J, Jennifer Juba's birthday. Jen, when your last birthday came, did you think 1 year from now I'm going to be celebrating my birthday with these guys?
Yes,
you're gonna get this version of Happy Birthday.
That's exactly what I was thinking. I was like, man, next year, New Jacobin Club.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what's
All right, we need to remove you, Jen. You need to go back and do your job. And we're back. We're taking a look back at some of Strip Down's best moments. Again, this is Strip Down, episode 25, and Strip Down knows how to do birthdays. I can't get over how good that cake was when it was Tessa Hinz's birthday. They made a Strip Down cake with the logo on. And of course, Jennifer Juba's birthday, she was soloed by the New Jacobin Club. She looked a little scared. That's one of my favorite clips. But all right, it's Laura Churchman's birthday tonight. It's Curtis Anderson's birthday tonight. And we have Efren Pereira in the Shaw TV studios. How are you doing? Are you feeling it?
I feel great, man. This is
Two songs
fun.
in.
This is fun. I like the balloons.
Again,
Yeah, they're
thank you
fantastic.
so much. last-minute replacement for the Junior Panthers, who pulled out at the last minute, which is funny because originally supposed to kick off this season was the Bloodlines. SJ and Megan Kardashian in both bands, and that's twice they've pulled out. They are this season's Josh Palmer. Last year, Josh Palmer kept pulling out, and you think that would annoy us, but it's kind of a weird, bizarro thing here at Strip Down, where the more you pull out and kind of ignore us, the bigger reception you get when you finally do come on our show.
I think I'm pulling out right now, actually.
Josh Palmer finally made it last episode of last season, and we rolled out the red carpet. There was handheld rock and roll. It was awesome. It was one of the best episodes we did.
They were all set up and everything. The whole band here.
We're good. We're ready to go. Wow. So and that's a perfect segue because I want to play 3 Degrees of Josh Palmer. This is a weekly segment we actually created just because he kept standing us up and could never be on the show. Instead of having him on the show, we talked about him with each guest because every artist in Saskatoon has crossed paths with Josh Palmer somehow, or crossed paths with someone who's crossed paths with Josh Palmer. I'm guessing you can do it in one. I'm going out on a limb here. Laura, you want those odds, the bets?
Ooh.
2 to 1?
Yeah, maybe.
Have you worked directly with him?
Pretty good. Directly with Josh Palmer? Well, I've known Josh for a while. Yeah, we've pretty good friends.
You ever played with him, opened for him?
Actually,
Has he done sound for you, recorded with him?
Yeah, recorded with him.
See, there it is.
There you go.
We've only had one person so far that has failed or won. We never quite figured that out. If you win or lose.
He's a really nice guy.
Oh yeah, no, he was awesome. He was one of the best episodes we had because we don't usually get a lot of people rocking out here because just the sound constraints of our room, and it's pretty much impossible to do for audio.
How about the new Jacobin
for Colton? They did acoustic though.
Oh, they did.
Yeah, absolutely.
What?
Yeah.
They were
we were actually going to go and talk to Colton here. Maybe I'll give you guys a second to set up Colton and the sound is pretty tough when you actually rock out. So Josh Palmer brought his own sound and recorded everything. Colton!
Curtis.
Here we are, episode 25. I want to know what Colton Wall thinks. Give me some highlights from the man who does audio a foot from the the artists each and every week here on Strip Down. First of all, is it tough when you're that close to the artist? Because, how do you tell what's in the headset and what's live?
Well, nothing's really tough for me, Curtis.
No.
I got it on lock.
Yeah.
Here.
He's got it down pat now.
You have to pick a favorite episode, Colton, a favorite Strip Down moment.
Probably Schuyler Jansen.
Why Schuyler Jansen?
Schuyler's a pal of mine, and I helped get him booked here.
Yeah.
And you had me on camera as well.
We actually rolled Colton's audio booth into the shot. It was right beside the couch. And he was a co-host. So Schuyler Jansen.
Yeah.
Second favorite?
Maybe Arms Up.
Arms Up was good.
They were a lot of fun.
Yeah.
They're gonna come do a song in the studio out on the 13th.
You good for?
Oh
Whoa!
My gosh.
Everything
What
revolves
are
around
these
13th.
Dun, 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 dun.
So your pals with Arms Up too?
Yeah,
You're gonna take a look at the solar-powered sound what you're bringing?
Yeah, they're gonna come and hang out, and we're gonna do a song.
How important is it as the Saskatoon artists to really push the environmentalism aspect, giving back to the city?
Well, I don't know what's really. I think the most important thing, especially in Saskatchewan, is that there's recognition. There's going to be, there's a lot of talent here. Mm-hmm. With the Jen Lanes and.
Oh yeah. Who's been on?
Goes on. Yeah, she was great, and Arms Up, of course. There's some great up and coming bands, the Swindlers. They're really I just can't believe how much talent there is. I came back from Montreal and it was years ago. And I was blown away. And I think we need, whether it's the solar power or whatever it is, I think the music is the first and foremost. And I think that's the most important, that we do get that recognition. Maybe it'll help us take it over the edge.
We should gear up for another song. But first, birthday girl, Laura,
Yes.
best Strip Down moment for you. What's the highlight?
Ooh, that's tough.
You knew I was going to ask you this question.
I really thought New Jacobin Club was fun.
Well,
it was just ridiculous.
You earned your pay the night we had Ash Jones on episode 3, and the last one you were here before you went to Germany. I remember we put you in front of the jib, which is probably the hardest thing to do here.
Yeah.
And you rocked that thing.
Did I?
And that's where we were like,
Right.
oh, she's awesome! And now she's gone. But anyways, okay, let's try to tighten this up real quick. Song number 3.
Holy jeez.
do you have for us?
I got that song I wrote in a basement of this dungy old place I lived in.
All right.
In Montreal. It's called This Old Heart.
This old glass heart of mine has crumbled off the shelf. I don't need anyone, I'll pick the pieces up myself. It's such a shame how it cuts me to the bone. Next time I'll build a heart of stone. This old stoned heart of mine has crumbled off the shelf. I don't blame anyone, I'll point the finger at myself. It's such a song, and I don't know how it feels. So next time I'll build a heart of steel. I'll give it love and a polish to the shine. I'll open up my arms so you can hold this love of mine. This old steel heart of mine has rusted off the shelf. I trusted everybody that I loved except myself. It's getting late and the nights grow long and cold. So next life I'll build a heart of gold. Next life I'll build a heart of gold. Well, I have no choice but to build this heart of gold.
All right, let's have a seat. Efren Pereria in the Shaw TV studios. You watching Strip Down? Oh, I'm gonna hit you with a stool. Oh, this is well choreographed tonight.
Woo!
What'd you think of that song, Laura Churchman? I loved it.
That's great,
That was
yeah.
a great song.
Thank you.
Let's talk albums. Let's talk music career.
Wow.
I know. Let's do this.
It's very, it was short-lived.
Short-lived. Well, you were at once part of Mo Badass.
I was.
Yes, with your brother.
And we actually, I remember sitting in a room with them a few winters ago and going, we've never played together in a band because we both played bass at the time. And I started playing some guitar after I came back from Yellowknife, and we said, hey, let's put a band together. And we used to live in this apartment called Mo Badass. We called it Mo Badass.
Really? That's the origin?
Yeah.
You never told that story when
you never told that story?
No.
Oh, crazy. Yeah, well, I'll tell the story then.
Go for it.
All right, you guys ready? Ready for the truth?
If we had drums, we'd do a drum roll.
We actually we had this apartment that we both lived in, and the guy that lived there before us was Mo Bardass. So we just kind of took the R out of the, and we called it Mo Badass. Hey, let's go Badass and hang out. And lots of debaucherous moments in Mo Badass. And I won't tell you that story, though.
Okay.
Anyway, so yeah. And then it became Mo Badass, and then I had gone back to Montreal, and next thing I knew, he took it to a whole different level. He's, he was writing songs and putting good musicians together. It was fun, and I came back and played a few shows with him. And when I started this recording studio, opening up the studio, it kind of took a lot of the time. So.
Well, you've done solo stuff because the first time I met you was Juno Fest.
Right.
Jay Neufeld, our director, Strip Down's own Jay Neufeld, had the chance to interview you and Smoke Killer, I believe it is, right outside of the Roxy.
That's right.
That was the first time I met.
That's okay. Man.
Yeah, so see, it all comes together. And I'm sure that was on like August 13th or April 3rd, I don't know.
When was that?
Jump in here anytime, Laura. Help me
Close
out.
by.
First week of April, or last week of March.
I was trying to work in the
Last week of March.
13th, but yeah, I think it was like March 30th.
Wasn't that fun? Juno Fest. Come on, man. That was probably the most exciting time Saskatoon's ever seen since the boom.
I'm about to lose my mind again because didn't Ultimate Power Duo play that night too?
They did.
And the very
Oh my
next
gosh.
stripped down
No
moment,
way.
look back right before the next break, is the time we had UPD on the show.
UPD, there's another good friends of mine.
But sorry, go back to Juno Fest. It was a good time.
It was fantastic. I haven't seen that much energy in the city, and I don't know, man. If we could have that Juno, if we can harness that Juno Fest every year at some time, that'd be great. Like some sort of festival or something where every venue in Saskatoon is lined up. It was amazing. I've never seen that, and I was really looking forward to it. And I think I had 3 weeks of Juno Fest celebrations. I know it only lasted a week, but.
So now you were solo there, but you have F the band, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we'll get into that a little later because we actually have to take another commercial break here. And yeah, there it is. It's our 25th episode here on Stripped Down. The guy from The Timeless mentioned last week that if you now watched every episode of Stripped Down, it would take more than a day. And I totally advise that. That's a challenge for people out there.
That's
because you know people have been recording them and PBRing them and they're watching. That is your plan. That's actually what
I'm
we're
gonna go home today. Actually, just watch
the
day
Strip Down
straight.
marathon for our birthday. It's going to be awesome. But this right here is one of our favorite moments here at Strip Down. This is when we actually broke down the acoustic rule and said, you know what? If Ultimate Power Duo wants to come on, let them come on. Here it is. We're going into second break, but before that, Ultimate Power Duo on Strip Down. The final song we're going to hear tonight. Oh yeah, and Jay, the director, in here because he's got a wicked costume. We can't see him from the studio. I don't know if he can make it happen. If he can get in here, Jay, you have to see this Dr. Doom costume.
Should we do like a chant?
Do it, Jay. Whoa!
Oh gosh.
That's our director, Jay Dufeld. Just knock you off. Got a Green Lantern ring if you need one. Oh, sweet. They're depowered.
Depowered. Ours aren't.
Hey, over there, Optimus Prime. What are you doing? Yeah, hey, over there, Optimus Prime. What are you doing? Hey.
Stick around, more stripped down after this.
Voted best clothing store for 2006-2007, Ultimo Euromoda features high-speed fashion such as Belstaff and J. Lindenberg. Ultimo doesn't follow they introduce them.
Providing a wide range of instruments under one roof, Mother's Music has been operating out of Saskatoon for 17 years. With music lessons, instrument rentals, and in-store financing, Mother's Music will fill your local music needs.
He's big, he's bold, he's a polar bear. And as much as we wouldn't want to run into him face to face, we also wouldn't want to see anything threaten his existence. Hard to believe an animal this big needs our help. But even though the polar bears live far away in the remote Arctic, we are having a negative impact on their lives. Our pollutants travel the oceans and atmosphere and enter their food chain. Plus, climate change is causing the ice they live on to melt earlier each spring. This makes it more difficult for the bears to catch their prey. If you're wondering how you help, simple things like riding your bike, walking, or taking the bus instead of driving will do a lot for our environment and the polar bears. But that's just a start. If you go to hww.ca, you can learn more about polar bears and find ideas on how to help protect Canada's wildlife. That's hww.ca.
Ralco Radio in Saskatoon. C95, Rock 102, and News Talk 650 are proud supporters of Saskatoon's local music scene, including Shaw's Stripped Down. Escape Sports. Longboarding, freeline skating, kiteboarding, extra cycling, sidewalk surfers, Heelys, low-key jackets. Escape Sports, 339 Avenue A South, escapesports.ca.
You are watching Stripped Down. Here it is. Jay Sempko, and Kim Fontaine.
Well, she works so hard, and at the end of the day, it's a little something extra to take it all away. See, love can conquer all, and man, I wish it were true. She's a girl with a problem, and there's nothing I can do, nothing I can do. And you can bang your head against a brick wall. You can like her Humpty Dumpty, but you can't prevent a fall. Well, bang, 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 and there's nobody home. She's a girl with a problem, and she wants to be alone. You can't lie to me. You can't lie to yourself for a while, till those lies turn into something else. I will talk to you, and you will listen to me for a while, then you'll turn your back.
Efren Pereira.
It's not my good friend Jason Granger wrote.
There's a buzz from the fuzz down on the street corner. There's a hole down below my window. It's all good in the hood tonight. A smile from a cellophane shrink wrap sugar queen. I don't even know where the pleasure met a sun-drenched skin. It's all good, it's all good, it's all good, it's all good in the hood tonight. It's all good, it's all good, it's all good, it's all good, it's all good in the hood tonight. There's a buzz from the fuzz down on the street corner. There's a hole down below my window.
Quick ending. Efren Pereira in the Shaw TV studios. Let's have a seat. I won't hit you with the stool this time, Laura.
Okay, thanks.
Awesome.
Yeah, great.
Episode 25, Laura Churchman's birthday, Curtis Anderson's birthday, Efren Pereira in the Shaw TV studio. I'm having so much fun tonight. We left before the break talking about your solo career / F the band. Explain. Explain.
Okay, well, the band F started in Montreal, actually. A good friend of mine, Rahel, was playing bass at the time. We were both living in this downtown apartment in the middle of Montreal. And I'd moved there from Yellowknife, so it was a crazy culture shock. And I went to take an audio engineering course, and we just started writing, hanging out in the apartment. We had some recording gear. We had our bathroom as a vocal booth.
Nice.
You know, we were all set up. And so we decided we'd record some of these songs. And we ended up putting a band together and traveling around. We ran into lots of good friends of ours on the way and started building a bit of a pretty good following in Montreal. We went up. I think we drove from I think we were on tour for 7 months, and we went across Canada. We played everywhere from Whitehorse to Thunder Bay to Nelson, BC, to Laval, Quebec, and it was pretty crazy. And we made an EP. And then we made. I had a couple other members leave, including Rahel, and a couple bands that I kind of stole members from different bands and put say, hey man, you want to come join me? And they're like, yeah, sure. let's go to Whitehorse. Yeah, man. So took a couple young talented kids up to Whitehorse, and we rocked out up there for a few weeks and recorded an album, Bob and the Starship Salvation. And
Is that your concept album?
The concept album, part 2.
Part 2.
So, yeah, we claimed that the first part was lost in a house fire in Montreal. So,
how did people respond to that album?
Quite well. We entered a national
concept
airwaves.
Albums are kind of tough sometimes.
They are.
They're ambitious.
They are. We entered a national airwaves contest through Music Media Network out of Toronto, and a friend of mine emailed me and said, "Hey man, you should enter this contest." So we looked at it and we said, "All right, let's do it." And we a few weeks later we found out that we were the grand prize winners, and we're like, "All right, yeah, actually," and they gave us all these great prizes, lots of radio play nationally, internationally, and then we were disqualified. Because we had done our duty as an independent band to send these songs out to the radio stations prior to this contest.
No.
So, and I guess it was little writing in tiny writing that we happened to miss on the contract. So they gave us a grand prize and they took it away. But that was all right. At least, we claim we were still the grand prize.
Easy come, easy go. It's still on your resume. Okay, sorry, the Beige album, is that what?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, clever.
Yes.
Because the White album's obviously taken and the Black album's already taken, so...
Taken, yeah. And,
I'm sure Carrie Catherine has the Green album out by now, so...
The Green album.
Beige album.
The Beige album, that's the only color left, really, in the whole spectrum.
Turquoise doesn't roll off the tongue too well.
Roy G. Biv, I thought B was... Apparently it was blue. But, damn.
Beige would
I think
look
Weezer
better
took
there,
blue
probably.
album.
Yeah, you're right.
Weezer. Danger Mouse took gray album. DJ Danger Mouse.
There's nothing left.
Okay, quit schooling me.
That's crazy.
Let's move on.
All right.
So the album, when can we expect it? Sometime between 2009 and 2011, I think I read.
Somewhere around that time.
Yeah.
Depends how ambitious we want to be, but it's going to be I think we're trying to go break the record for the most discs in one time.
Most
discs
in one time?
we're going to go for 5, I think. A 5-disc album.
Quintuple.
Wow.
Quintuple anthology. I think we're going to call it anthology.
That's some good stuff.
No,
I want to get Colton back in the discussion. Here's your MySpace first before we do that. That's correct?
That is.
That's for all the
right.
the band F information.
Yeah.
Right there.
Go have a listen.
All right. We'll get Colton Wall back up, but I want to throw it back to Laura Churchman. It is my birthday.
True.
Are you enjoying your time here on Strip Down? How did you get involved?
I love it. Through my media school. We had media school last year, first semester. And yeah, our teacher just, I guess, contacted you.
Actually, I contacted him.
Okay. Wanted some volunteers. So
why don't I just tell the story?
Okay.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, and I was really interested. Thought it'd be really fun, and it is. I love it.
Colton Wall, a big fan of Laura Churchman. Colton, you impressed with Laura's input to the show, her creative direction, and the way she rocks that jib week in and week out?
I am. I'm a huge fan of Laura Churchill.
Yeah. Oh, Churchill.
Excuse me.
She's my favorite on the show here.
Sometimes,
Her, Tessa Hines.
once I referred to you by Laura Churchill.
Yeah, I was extremely rattled by that.
You were. I meant
Can't
Laura
believe you
Churchill.
did
Well, you were
that.
gone for like almost a year.
So you
I
just
didn't
have
really
to mess
remember
up
your
my name.
And
by
I'd like to
getting
point
back
out that
me.
she pointed out during the last song how I got the song.
Yeah, and I accidentally agreed with you. I don't know what I was thinking.
Yeah, we were talking about something that happened in 2007. We're Stripped Down. Stripped Down wasn't going on in 2007. 2008. I'm old. I get my dates mixed up. I don't know what your excuse is. But anyways, I thought we'd do something nice for you because we appreciate you and your time here. So it was a little tough because you didn't, you weren't here a lot. So I did what I could, but we put together a Laura Churchman highlights package here.
Oh wow, that's gonna be like
which
a picture,
we're gonna air right now. Take it away, the Laura Churchman highlights package, everyone. Really quickly before we bust into your last song, I want to thank Laura Churchman, who has been a staple here since we got this show going. She's away for the rest of the season.
For something new, something true, something pure. Yeah, someone who can see through and understand your point of view. Someone worth holding on to.
Few crew updates real quick. I wonder if we can get a shot of her. LCDC, Laura Churchill back finally. She was one of the hardcores right off the bat. She left after episode 3.
What is this thing we've stumbled onto?
Churchman, everybody.
Yeah.
Like I said, it was
Thank
tough. You weren't
you.
here, so we had to use the credits. Thank you for
Thanks.
everything you do week in and week out on Strip Down.
Yes,
it's a
thank
pleasure working with you. It is a music show. My shirt is very shiny. Things are distracting tonight, but let's gear up for another song. That was a hard segue, but I want another song before the next commercial break. Efren, what do you have? Let's get you set up.
All right. I don't know what I have. I haven't really figured out what I was going to do.
You were thrown off by that wicked montage.
Exactly.
Thanks to Ash Jones. Ash Jones for that awesome song. Thank you. What do you have?
Great. All right. Well, this is a song off Bob and the Starship Salvation. It's a love song for all you lovers.
It doesn't really matter what the critics say. I haven't read the headlines or your catchphrase, 22 blues. Well, anyways, that's all just a part of the fall. That's when I fell. I touched the bottom and and I clawed my way through the soul of the matter. Anyway, that's all just a part of it all. To be high with the kings, to grow old with your queen. I wanna have a life like that. I wanna have a love like that, like that. I don't want to die alone. I don't want to spend the rest of my life on my own after all. That's all. I'm just a fanatic, romantical. To be high with the kings, to grow old with your queen. I wanna have a life like that. I wanna have a love like that. To be high, to grow old with her. I wanna have a life like that. I wanna have a love like that. I wanna have a life like that, like this. I know what I mean.
You're watching Strip Down. Efren Pereria in the Shaw TV studios. We have to take our break. When we come back, we're wrapping things up. More Strip Down right after this. You guys may remember our anchor, the lovely Ann Perry, was milling around in here before she went home. It was a rough early afternoon for Ann Perry.
Oh no, why?
Well, actually, the Shaw security cameras picked this up. Can we? Could we roll to this?
You know, it made sense to kind of finish the little season with him. We got a couple episodes left. We really wanted to get him on before, but it's been a nightmare to mic that episode.
Hey guys,
Barry.
aren't you super pumped for tonight?
Absolutely.
Strip Down, you, me, Robert Palmer.
Robert Palmer, yeah?
Yeah, you know, Addicted to Love.
No, sorry.
No Robert Palmer.
No Robert Palmer tonight.
That is
The thing I love about working at Shaw, you wouldn't believe it, but our security monitors have audio and color. It's the craziest.
It's great,
thing.
you know? It's shared. Spencer shop.
More stripped down after this. Ah, that was a big echo.
Did you know that the leatherback turtle is the largest reptile in the world? It is, and it's huge. Roaming many of the world's oceans in search of jellyfish, it can grow up to 2 meters long and can weigh as much as 5 refrigerators. But as large as the leatherback turtle is, it's still really vulnerable, especially to poaching, fishing gear, and garbage. So what can you do to help protect this gentle giant? Well, for starters, never litter. See this helium balloon? Harmless enough, right? Well, if a leatherback mistakes balloons for food and eats them, they can get stuck in his intestines, causing the turtle to die. So never release helium balloons into the air, because you don't know where they'll end up. And that's just a start. When you go to hw.ca, you'll find out more about the leatherback turtle and get ideas on how to help protect Canada's wildlife. That's hww.ca.
Voted Best Clothing Store for 2006-2007, Ultimo Euromoda features high-speed fashion such as Belstaff and J. Lindenberg. Ultimo doesn't follow the trends, they introduce them.
Providing a wide range of instruments under one roof, Mother's Music has been operating out of Saskatoon for 17 years. With music lessons, instrument rentals, and in-store financing, Mother's Music will fill your local music needs. Ralco Radio in Saskatoon. C95, Rock 102, and News Talk 650 are proud supporters of Saskatoon's local music scene, including Shaw's Stripped Down. Escape Sports. Longboarding, free skating, kiteboarding, extra cycling, sidewalk surfers, Heelys, low-key jackets. Escape Sports. 339 Avenue A South. escapesports.ca.
Ladies and gentlemen, Efren Pereira.
I wrote the song in Montreal. And, I call it a fictitious song about a non-fictitious place. On my way home, I fumble for my keys. I'm so damn close, I see the beggars on their knees. Well, I should have stayed at home, where I'd be locked inside my room. But I'd rather stagger through the doors and smell that drunken perfume of the Blue Angel, the Blue Angel Cafe at the Blue Angel, the Blue Angel Cafe. Well, there sits Patsy, and there's Johnny, and there's Margaret from La Bonderay. It's 2 for 1 with the blue plate special for guitar stand and his blue and ladies at the Blue Angel, the Blue Angel Cafe at the Blue Angel, Blue Angel Cafe, where we're all just killing time, drowning in whiskey, cliches, and wine. And we hold our glasses high to make a toast. Well, here's to the end of the road. But maybe it's just the beginning. Go Barack. Now I stumble out and I avoid them falling forks with my arms around a blue-haired lady. It doesn't matter anymore. I see the sun rising in the distance. I squint my eyes as they lock the door, and we wave our goodbyes till we see you on the second floor of the Blue Angel, the Blue Angel Cafe at the Blue Angel, the Blue Angel Cafe. Well, at the Blue Angel, baby, the Blue Angel Cafe at the Blue Angel, the Blue Angel Cafe, the Blue Angel Cafe, the Blue Angel Cafe, the Blue Angel Cafe.
All right, take your guitar with you this time, sir. Back on the coach.
Back on the coach.
We're wrapping things up with Efren Pereira here on Strip Down. Of course, if I haven't mentioned it before, it is my birthday. It is Laura Churchman's birthday, and it's been an epic night. Thank you so much again for coming on as a last-minute guest.
Hey,
We had
man.
last-minute
I
cancellation.
can't believe
You
it. This is
rose up.
great.
And again, it is our birthday. November 13th is the actual date. This is our birthday episode. And did you know, here's some November 13th facts. Mary Lou Metzger, the American singer from the Lawrence Welk Show, that's also her birthday. Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Mary Lou Metzger.
Wow.
You probably don't even know what Lawrence Welk is. And
wonder.
Subliminal, the Israeli rapper and producer, also November 13th.
Israeli rapper?
Israeli rapper. Yeah. And this one's going to hurt Colton. Here's some people who passed away on November 13th. ODB, that one's not going to hurt so much. ODB from the Wu-Tang Clan.
Oh, dear.
Eddie Guerrero, Colton, 2005. Eddie Guerrero on
Oh,
November
that
13th.
face.
I did not know that. And on an even sadder note, if it's anything sadder than Eddie Guerrero, let's not get Colton's tears. Eddie Guerrero, of course, former WWE World Champion. On November 13th, 1974 was the Amityville Horror. That's a true story. That was the night that went down that they made the movie out.
Yeah, November
after.
13th.
Really?
And
Scary stuff.
yeah, and this is actually true as well. I read the book The Demonologist. It was about a actual legitimate exorcist that worked for the Catholic Church that did exorcisms back in like the day.
No.
And I'm not joking. And it's
don't believe
he
it.
claims that November 13th between midnight and 6 in the morning is the most demonic time of the year. That's when the most demonic activity comes. I know. And when you're reading that and your birthday is November 13th, that's messed up. We got to wrap this up. Did you have a good time tonight?
I had a great time.
All right,
Thank you so much, Laura.
We can get something else in here.
course.
Again, Strip Down, famous first birthday episode. So you're actually going to play Happy Birthday.
I'm going to play Happy
to Laura
Birthday.
Churchman and I. Do you want to stand up? You want to do this?
Well, we could,
I don't know
we
if
could
we
stand
can,
up.
if there's some way we could top somehow the reception Jennifer Juba got from the New Jackman Club. But I don't know.
I
Let's see
don't
what
know.
happens.
We'll
Take it
see.
away.
Okay, so
Just happy birthday.
Just happy birthday. It's just happy birthday. All right. Happy birthday to you guys. Happy birthday to you guys. Happy birthday, Mr. and Mrs. President. Happy birthday to you.
Oh, quick pan over this way. We have to run.
Oh, how embarrassing.
Welcome
Fantastic.
to Strip Down.
Happy birthday.
That was awesome. A little more duct tape next time. Let's see if we can get. Imagine
a couple more up
imagine an awesome balloon drop that filled the whole set. And just imagine, close your eyes, put your hand on the TV. Okay. Well, I guess that's it. Episode 25 in the bag. Thank you so much. Thanks to our viewers. Thanks to the crew. Thanks to the sponsors. This, not an Ultimo Yuramoto shirt. This is my birthday shirt. I wear this every year on my birthday. Thanks to Ultimo Yuramoto, Mother's Music, and Rolco Radio. Tune in next time. We got another great artist coming out of, whoa, I'm off center too. There we go. Coming out from Regina this time, actually. Yeah, this was crazy way to end the show. But thank you so much for watching Strip Down. It'll be a lot more focused next week. Actually, don't promise that at all. For the last time tonight, happy birthday, Laura. Happy birthday, me, Efren Pereira. Take it away.
Happy birthday, everybody.
Thanks very much.
Outside in the hall, there's a cat. just after midnight. Everything will be alright. Drunken out on the floor, drunk and poor. How much longer? How much more? Yeah, rock me to sleep, strong and deep. Oh, screaming cats, they give me the creeps. But besides from all that, I feel no pain. Staring at the ceiling again. Neon out the window, sirens far away. Well, news on the radio. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday. Yeah, happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday. Woo! Happy birthday, happy birthday to Curtis and Laura. Balloons, balloons, balloons.